On a serene morning in the quaint village of Willowbrook, a young man named Alexander walks along the cobbled streets with his friend. His eyes sparkle with a thirst for adventure that the tranquil life in this peaceful hamlet can hardly quench. He wonders aloud to his friend, his voice carrying a note of longing. "Don't you ever wonder, my friend?" he asks, his gaze fixed on the horizon. A life beyond the cobbled streets, beyond the mundane, beyond the known. His heart yearns for the unknown, the supernatural, the magic that might exist in the world beyond. His friend can only chuckle. "You've always had an adventurous spirit, Alexander." But beneath the light-hearted banter, there's a spark in Alexander that refuses to extinguish, a pull towards something greater, something hidden beyond the village's tranquil facade. It seems there's more to our young adventurer than meets the eye. On a fateful day, Alexander steps into an old antique store that has stood in Willowbrook for generations. As the door creaks open, the air is thick with the scent of aged wood and forgotten stories. The store is a labyrinth of relics, each with a tale to tell, but it's the dusty shelves filled with ancient books that beckon Alexander. There, amidst the musty tomes, our young adventurer's eyes fall upon a weathered book, its cover etched with cryptic symbols and worn from countless years. His heart races as curiosity takes hold. This is no ordinary book, it is the Codex of Enchantments, a tome filled with spells, magic, and secrets beyond imagination. Like a child discovering a hidden treasure, Alexander's excitement is palpable. "A hidden treasure amidst dusty shelves," he exclaims, his voice echoing through the quiet store. His friend, intrigued by Alexander's discovery, peers over his shoulder, eyes wide with curiosity. "What have you found there, Alexander?" he asks, his voice a whisper in the hushed store. Holding the codex up with reverence, Alexander's voice is filled with awe as he replies, "An ancient book, the Codex of Enchantments. It speaks of spells, magic, and secrets beyond imagination." His words hang in the air, a promise of incredible adventures waiting to unfold. Under the dim light of the antique store, Alexander and his friend pore over the book, their eyes dancing over the arcane symbols and ancient incantations. The codex, seemingly insignificant amidst the labyrinth of relics, has now become the most precious artifact in the store. And so, in that dusty antique store, amidst the relics of yesteryears, Alexander had discovered something extraordinary. What once was a simple day in the tranquil village of Willowbrook had turned into an adventure that promised a world beyond their wildest dreams. Little did he know Alexander had just unlocked the door to a world beyond his wildest dreams. One evening, under the spell of insatiable curiosity, Alexander whispers an incantation from the Codex. The words roll off his tongue, alive with an ancient power that stirs the air around him. As the last syllable echoes into silence, a shimmering portal opens, and Alexander steps through, his heart pounding with the thrill of the unknown. Suddenly he finds himself standing in a mystical garden, under a sky painted with hues he's never seen before. This is a world where every leaf, every petal is bathed in an ethereal light, where the air is filled with a melody so sweet it seems to be whispered by the garden itself. It's as if he stepped into a dream, or perhaps a fairy tale. Then, amidst the iridescent flora, a figure emerges. It's a woman. Her beauty is captivating as the enchanting world around him. This is Seraphina, a guardian of this otherworldly realm, her eyes sparkling with the wisdom of ages. Alexander, awestruck, manages to speak. "I've never seen anything like this," he confesses. His voice is a mere whisper, drowned out by the symphony of the garden. In response, Seraphina's voice rings out, as clear as a bell, yet as soft as the rustle of leaves. "Welcome, Alexander. What brings you to my realm?" Alexander, taken aback, replies, "Your realm? I'm just a curious traveler. Who are you?" "I am Seraphina, guardian of this place. What draws you here, Alexander?" Alexander, his eyes still drinking in the wondrous scene around him, replies, "Seraphina, I stumbled upon this magical garden, and it's like something out of a fairy tale." Seraphina smiles, her eyes twinkling with a knowing secret. "Some fairy tales are more real than others, Alexander." And so, in that magical encounter, amidst the radiant bloom and the melodic whispers of the garden, the seeds of an extraordinary connection were sown. An encounter that would change Alexander's life forever, embarking him on a journey beyond the boundaries of his world. As days turn into weeks, Alexander continues to visit the mystical garden, meeting Seraphina in secret. Each visit, an escape from his tranquil life in Willowbrook, a journey into the unknown, a rendezvous with enchantment. And at the heart of this enchantment stands Seraphina, beguiling and mysterious, a guardian of this otherworldly realm. Their meetings, draped in secrecy, are filled with whispered conversations and shared laughter. Their connection, ever deepening, is a dance of intrigue and mutual understanding. Alexander, the curious adventurer, is drawn to Seraphina's powers, the secrets she holds. He's captivated by her world, a world that defies everything he's known. Seraphina, on the other hand, finds herself intrigued by Alexander's courage, his thirst for adventure, his willingness to dive into the unexplored. His spirit, unshaken by the revelations of her realm, fascinates her. She sees in him a kindred spirit, a soul as adventurous as hers. Yet their love, as profound as it is, must remain hidden, tucked away in the pages of an ancient tome, concealed within the mystical garden. The world outside, the quaint village of Willowbrook, is not ready for their truth. Fear of the unknown, the unfamiliar, would shroud their love in doubt and suspicion. Alexander, aware of this, assures Seraphina, "I'll keep our secret safe, Seraphina." His words echo in the ethereal light of the garden, a promise to protect their love, their secret. And so, their love blossoms, tender and passionate, in the shadow of secrecy. Their meetings in the mystical garden become a sanctuary, a haven where two different worlds merge. An affair of hearts, forbidden by the boundaries of their world, blooms amidst ancient incantations and ethereal enchantments. Their love blossomed in the shadow of secrecy, an affair forbidden by the boundaries of their world. But will they be able to keep this secret from the village? Find out in the next part of the story.